Hello everyone, good afternoon. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 13C. Myself, Vidhi Rangdale, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 11th International Congress. I apologize for the disturbance. On behalf of Global Research Foundation and JR Scholastic, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 11th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology, that is ICICT 2026, London, UK. The 11th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held previously in London, UK, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom from 25th to 27th February 2026. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. In this session, we have 6 presentations. Each presenter will be given 12 minutes for the presentations and 3 minutes for question and answers. On 10 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Just before we start the session, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for this session. We have with us Dr. Mohammad Etawhin as one of the chair members. Dr. Mohammad Etawhin is a professor at Thomson Rivers University, Canada. His teaching interests include optimization, operations research, and data mining. His research focuses on meta-heuristic algorithms, inspired computing, computational intelligence, and evolutionary computation, with applications in data analytics, big data, optimization, engineering problems, optimal control, wireless sensor networks, and operational research. We have Dr. Suruchi Deshmukh as our second chair member. Dr. Suruchi Deshmukh is an assistant professor at the MIT School of Engineering, MIT Art, Design and Technology University, Pune, India. Her areas of expertise include computer networks and computer security. She is dedicated to advancing knowledge and research in secure communication and network technologies. Welcome to the session. Dr. Mohammed and Dr. Suruchi, would you like to welcome the participants?
Yes, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you, all of you here, and to have the speaker in our session here, and looking forward to your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vidhi, for
Yes.
giving an introduction. It's pleasure to be here, a part of this conference. Let's go forward and look at the presentation the participants are going to give. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We now introduce the presenter for our next presentation. We invite Prince Kelvin Owusu to present his paper titled Blockchain Technology and its Impact on Media Distribution in Ghana, a New Era of Content Ownership and Creative Freedom.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Gabriel, and I'm presenting on behalf of Dr. Prince Kevin also. I hope my slide can be seen, please.
We can see your screen.
Okay, please. Okay. So I am presenting on, sorry, blockchain technology and its impact on media contribution distribution in Africa. Sorry, in Ghana. A new era of content ownership and creative freedom by Prince Kevin Owusu, Ghana Communication Technology University. Okay, the outlines, we have introduction, we have review, literature review, we have terminology and methodology, we have findings, implications, conclusion, and then references. Introduction. Let me say that in Ghana, privacy or intellectual property has become an issue because when you have a property, intellectual property, when you do something, in the next minute, whenever it goes out there, you don't have control over it. So it has become an issue for individuals who create these kinds of intellectual property for benefit of making money and also for the industry in which they find themselves in. So, and this thing has been researched on by Dakon 2025 and Glover et al. 2019, Duta and Sani 2022. It's a very big challenges that we have in Ghana, and for that matter, I can say in Africa for at large. So with this research, we are trying to come up with to draw awareness that there are certain things that we need to put in place so that whoever brings out something, being it a group work, being it whatever work, would have some kind of control over it. And the only technology that can help us now is blockchain. Okay. Digital growth has also increased unauthorized content use and then also ownership gaps. And this is also a next 2020 Bomik et al. 2017. In this study, examines show blockchain can improve ownership, as I said earlier on, transparency and loyalty distribution in Ghana's media industry. The Triparty et al. 2023, Asante et al. 2023, and Peng et al. 2022. When we say it can, blockchain can improve, what are we trying to say? Because blockchain is a technology where it houses, it's centralized divisions and whatever, things, scattered things, let me put it that way, scattered things. We are bringing all these industries that create or bring this content or movies or whatever, musicians, bring them under one umbrella and regulate them so that at the end of the day, when I put my song, I put my video, my content out there, whoever is streaming it, I'll be able to know that this person at this time, at this point, is streaming my video. Okay, the literature review of the work that we did, the research, that blockchain provides temper proof of ownership, and it's true. HTML 2018. It's true because when I do the music or when somebody has put his music out there and it is registered and is under the umbrella of this technology, which is the blockchain stream, I'll be able to know as and when somebody stream my video, as and when somebody also download my video. So that is what we meant by it gives a proof of ownership because it is your intellectual property. And with the help of blockchain, everything has been linked to you as the artist. Secondly, enables timestamp registration for intellectual properties protection. Zen et al. 2023 and Liu et al. 2021 and Rose 2020. What are we trying to say? When I register or when my music, my movie, my digital content that I have created, when it is under the scope of blockchain or when it is registered to blockchain or linked to blockchain, it means that my intellectual property is protected. Because here is a case that everything that I have done or everything that I have worked for has been put in under the scope of the blockchain. So here, my registration will speak for me, and it gives me the time and everything because we have in Ghana we have a system whereby when I develop something or when I come up with an idea, I need to go through the authorities and register. If I didn't go and register, and in the next minute somebody also come up with the same idea, then and the person goes and then register, meaning that the person has the upper hand over me, irrespective of how far you've gone with it, irrespective of how the people that you've advertised to or whatever, the person has a power over it than you. Smart contract automation and loyalty payment. Yes, because and this work was done by Rizal 2018 and Dil Philippi and Wright 2028. What do we mean by smart contract automation loyalty payment? I have signed a contract or I've produced a music or a movie or a content and I've aired it. Because I have registered with or it is under the scope of or it is under the umbrella of blockchain, everybody that visits, I have a fair idea. I know the income that is coming. I know that, with this minute, this hour, this days, I had about 10 viewers. I had about 10 downloaders. I had people who went and listened to my song or my movie or watch my movie or my content. So here, there's nothing like, oh, somebody is going to guess something for you because everything is time-stamped, contracts are signed, and your share of the money or your share of the income is duly paid to you. So the fourth bulletin says the platform like Edus and then Massilia show practical applications. Parisian, sorry, I have difficulties of pronouncing the names. Parisian et al. 2023 and Peng et al. 2022. So literature review continues. We have so here privacy and weak um, copyright enforcement affect Ghanaian creative issue, and this work was done by Ezel et al. 2021. For some years back, it is very difficult for somebody who has composed a song, video, or content, or even movie or skit to be able to get anything out of what he or she has done. And we have a lot of Ghanaians artists who have gone broke because of that, or because they didn't know anything, or there wasn't anything like this in the past. So privacy and weak copyright enforcement affect Ghanaians' creativity very, very, very much. So with blockchain, all these things will be in the thing of the past, because now artists will be able to sit in their comfort zone, be able to produce a music, skitting, will be able to cast a video and or a movie and be able to get something at the end of the day. Also, revenue transparency remains a challenge. And it is all because this is what Pulungodi 2020, where it is because you yourself, you can't track the music that you've created. Also, you've put in the video on the internet, whereby you cannot track it, whereby you don't know how it is performing out there. So how then will you be able to get your revenue? You can't get your revenue unless you go out there and say that, okay, I have produced my video, I am sitting on the street and sell it one by one. Even that, when you do that, your revenue will still not be assured, because we have generations coming up. And that generation that you are selling the videos or whatever to is the first generation to you. But the second and third and fourth generation that will come and will find interest in your work, how will you be able to get something out of them? You won't be able to get, because it was a system whereby you can't track your movie, you can't track your music, you can't track your content that you have created. Okay, so now with the bulletin 3, it says Ghana Music Rights Organization reports low loyalty payments. Aqua and Aqua Nunu 2021. It is true, because, as I said earlier on, in the past, we don't know anything about, oh, I have produced a song and I have to benefit from the song in the next 20 or 50 years.
I'm
All we
sorry for
know
the
that we have.
interruption, sir, but the initial 10 minutes of the presentation are over. We kindly request you
Okay,
to
then let me.
continue with the results.
Okay. Thank you very much. So what I'm trying to say is that we have a challenge. And because of that challenge, our Ghanaian artists, be it musicians, be it musicians, movie actors, or skit or content creators, they are not benefiting, all because there is no proper systems in place. And also there is infrastructure gap. We have a low network system, which is internet system. The technology is not advanced as other advanced countries. So with this, it's very, very difficult for you to be able to track all these things that you have done, work out with your energy. And also digital literacy and then privacy reforms are necessary because of blockchain being introduced, and extensive work has been done on it, and people have showed their views and everything. It is very, very proper and prudent for us to go that way, so that our people our musicians, our movie actors will be able to benefit out of it. The terminology, methodology, sorry, we used mixed method research approaches. We also, and this IAN 2023, which was referred to. We have the survey, which was 120 creative professionals, whereby we went on the street, we interviewed, we did questionnaires also for people to show their concerns. Sorry, the method with 8 experts as musicians, content creators, and also movie actors, actors, and then expertise. Also, with the help of natural language processing, we were able to also come up because we have different languages in Ghana. And whatever you do, you cannot centralize it to only one Ghana language. So with the help of NLP and then also machine learning, clustering, we are able to do an expert analysis of whatever we came out with to come up with this this innovation or with this paper. Okay, so our next is the finding that we had. Most people they are not aware of blockchain, or because the technology system or our country is now progressing from the olden days or the good old days to the new old days, which I mean that the born before computer and born after computer. Okay, so a born before computer in the sense that those people who are olden days, they don't know anything about technology. And born before computer is after computer is the people who are now having a little idea of technology, which and with the graph or the pie that we are seeing, it tells us that our 15% are not aware, and then 80%, or sorry, 85% are aware of blockchain. But as seen, we are aware of blockchain. What it does is also another story. So 15% understand its importance and applications. 56.7 have heard of it, but lack understanding. And 28.3% have very little or no understanding. And then the last, it says that clear knowledge gap identified. And it's because we are now even building ourselves in the technological world. So it is true. And our rural areas are very, very vulnerable when it comes to technology because access to them is very minimal. So 80, well, the perceived relevance of the finding that we got, the perceived relevance is 18.3, considering blockchain highly relevant. And 47.5 consider it somewhat relevant. And then 34.2 see it as not relevant. And the list, but not the last, also is what indicates uncertainty about practical use, because I don't know anything about technology. How then will I be able to know about this? There's a branch of technology. There is something that is a very is profit to each and everybody who is knowledge in depth about technology. Because when you understand the technological aspect of the blockchain, you will love to learn more about it. But we don't have it. How then can we say that we know it's relevant? We can't. So the implications. So blockchain can strengthen intellectual property. Okay, and it can protect it as well. And this is At Mel 2018 is Zen et al. 2023. It is because there is a technological stream that whenever you are doing things, whenever you capture every program out of it, you would be able to have an evidence of it tomorrow. It's not something that you are doing and you are just going to do it and then do it, boom. No, this systematic way of doing things. Smart contract improve loyalty, fairness. And it's true because if my product is out there and it's being regulated and I can see everything that goes on, my revenue is always assured.
I apologize for interrupting again, sir. You have exceeded the question and answer as well as the presentation time.
Okay.
Please
Thank you very
kindly
much.
wind up. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So then let me conclude by saying blockchain has a strong potential for Ghanaia's creativity industry. And also awareness exists, but deep understanding is low. So our people need this understanding for it to be able to be integrated in our system for our film our movie actors, our actresses, and also our content creators and our musicians to benefit out of what they've toiled for. Legal and infrastructure and educational reforms are very, very important. So advertisement and sensitization and training needs to be given right from the word go, that's our basic education level, to the highest level. And with the proper support, and blockchain can promote transparency, ownership, and fair revenue contribution. Thank you.
I asked the session chair to ask questions.
Thank you. I don't have questions.
Okay.
One question from my side. Do you think blockchain is a long-term solution or just a technological trend in media?
Okay, thank you very much. It's a long-term solution simply because when you start from a point, you build upon that point. For instance, there is a system that we don't know of, okay? And also, technology is something that is built upon every day. Technology, you can't see a technology that is outmoded. No, it's revolutionized every day. So it's a long term. And when Ghanaians and our industry is built upon it, we'll go a long way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We will now move on to the next presenter.
Okay. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you. We now invite Mauritius Santamaria Rus to present his paper titled Customer Segmentation Using RFM and Big Data, a bibliometric analysis from 2017 to 2024.
Hello, thank you everyone for being here. So my name is Mauricio Santamaria. I'm a research in social and innovation. I also have experience in digital tools, management, leadership in social innovation projects, and economics. And I am from the country of Colombia, and I have done research in this area and in the Caribbean in general. So my investigation is titled Customer Segmentation Using RFM and Big Data Bibliometric Analysis. I have done this with my peers from the University of Peru, the UPN. So to get to the main point, we used the analytical tool RFM. This tool has been used mostly in the marketing industry to understand the customer's behavior. So the core concept of RFM is the recency, frequency, and monitoring. To give it a broader explanation, it classifies the customers according to their recent purchase history, their transaction frequency, and their monetary contributions. Also, the methodology that we use to build this research, we use the Scopus database. We selected this database due to put it in easy words, its rigorously and also the standard that they use to select the publications that they publish in their base. So it's also known to have an interdisciplinary coverage and peer review. So once we have selected this database, we reframe it our findings to title, abstract, and keywords to big data and RFM. Also, we limited it to the English language only, and also articles or conference papers. And also every publishing or every article or conference paper were of open access or publisher full code. So here you can see a table of the criteria I just mentioned before, either the title, the abstract, or the keywords with big data or RFM between 2017 and 2024. I apologize, in the table you see 2025, but it's actually 2024. The document types, as I said before, were journals in English, open and free access. So in our top articles, we have 3 top articles in the year of 2020, 2019, and 2017. Each one of these articles have different key metrics. For example, the first one have 71 sites in Scopus and 131 in Scholars, and you can see the following ones and their numbers. And also we have the 2 top journals, Scientific Reports and Sustainability, with their quarterly Q1 and their impact factor and the H index. And here is a map, a visual map made with first view of the evolution of the scientific production. So in the most previous years, the tendency grew around data like sales, big data, and it went scaling up more to let's say have an applied ability with that data from, let's say, artificial intelligence to K-means, deep learning, machine learning, and so on. In our discussions, we have a broad discussion about this to how it have been evolving from 2017 to 2024 and the implications that the RFM and other big data techniques have been evolving around this. To conclude, the bibliometric analysis confirms that the recent studies tend to integrate advanced customer segmentation techniques with a large-scale data processing, establish a synergy between quantitative analysis and commercial strategies. Well, to conclude our limitations, I think the biggest limitations that we face is, of course, the database selections and our criteria. So limiting it only to the Scopus database, we might be leaving out significant researches, as well as limiting it only to English or open access articles only. Thank you for your attention. This is all on my presentation.
I kindly ask the session chair to ask questions.
Yes, I do have a question. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The question is, why was Scopus chosen as a sole database? Why not Web of Science? And if inclusion of Web of Science, how it will influence the bibliometric results and the thematic clustering?
So, why we choose Scopus is due more due to where I work in the University of the Coast. Well, we are let's say drawn more to this database, the Scopus database. Also, as I explained it before, we know that the articles that are published in this database, they have certain standards that they comply. They have to go through peer review, which is very significant to like let's say ensure the quality. If we want to let's say have other database such as Web of Science or Google Scholar integrated, is not let's say an easy technical thing to do. You would have to merge two different database. So this has a higher technical implication.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, thank you for presentation here. I'm just wonder, is there any other approach different from bibliometric analysis? Like what other approach they are using to do this different from bibliometric analysis?
Sorry, I kind of have some audio problems. Could you please repeat?
Yes. So what analysis that you are using? You are using bibliometric?
Oh, yes, we're using a bibliometric analysis. Yeah, to
Yes.
see how
What
they
what
are.
what? Yes, I know. So is there any other approach you can use and you can compare to see which analysis is better?
Well, that we could set to see like in future researches, but right now we haven't considered any future analysis or other ones to compare. But
Okay,
that
thank
is
you.
a great research idea to go further.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the next presenter. We now invite Sajjad Abdulbari Alfaris to present his paper titled From Alerts to Intelligence, Machine Learning Driven Optimization of Snort Ideas.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Respected session chair and distinguished participants, my name is Sajjad Abdul Bari Al Faris from University of Basra, Iraq. This work is a collaborative research conducted with my co-authors, Assistant Prof. Dr. Hussam Akif Abdul Malik, Assistant Prof. Dr. Zaid Amin Abdul Jabbar, Prof.
I'm
Dr.
sorry
Vincent.
for interrupting, sir, but we are only able to see the PowerPoint application, not the presentation. We are able to see the thank you slide.
Sorry?
We are able to see the thank you slide. We are not able to see your presentation.
Outlines? Continuous? Hello? Screen.
Yes, we can see your screen, but we are able to see the PowerPoint application, not the presentation. We can now see the outlines.
Now. I am share PowerPoint.
Yes, sir. We can see the outlines now.
Okay, now, okay?
Yes, sir.
The outlines, in this presentation, I will cover the outlines, introduction, IDS, snort, problem statement, objective, contribution, the proposed system, cross-validation, machine learning with IDS. The cybersecurity landscape has dramatically evolved. Attacks are no longer simple or static. They are dynamic, sophisticated, and constantly changing. Traditional signature-based systems struggle to detect new and unknown threats. At the same time, security teams face a serious issues. A massive number of alerts, many of them false alarm, leading to the alert fatigue and delayed response. Cybersecurity aims to protect data system and network from attacks. Therefore, intrusion detection systems have become essential in a modern security infrastructure. The most widely used IDS is Snort. An IDS is a software or hardware system that monitors network or system activities. Its main function is to analyze traffic, detect suspicious behavior, identify violations of confidentiality, integrity, or availability. An intrusion is any attempt to bypass security or compromising a system. The figure shows the intrusion detection system, the types in a technology, methodology, and approaches. Network intrusion detection system, host IDS, signature-based IDS, anomaly-based IDS, and approach. Firewalls, why you need a firewalls if the intrusion detection system is found. Firewalls is control incoming and outgoing traffic based or predefined rules. However, it cannot always detect internal attacks, sophisticated threats, policy violation. An IDS monitor traffic behavior and detect suspicious patterns. Together, firewalls and IDS create a layered defense strategy. Where IDS should be placed in a network? Typically, behind the firewall at a critical network segment near sensitive surface. This placement ensures visibility of both internal and external traffic. Snort was created in 1998 by market research by SourceFire company. SourceFire was acquired later by Cisco System. Snort is open source, lightweight, of real-time, real-based detection, or rule-based detection system. The figure shows the Snort architecture from the packet sniffer from the network, sniffer, pre-processing, detection engine, alert, login. Packet Snort architecture include packet decoder, detection engine. The detection engine compares traffic against rules set to generate alert. Traditional IDS system depend mainly on signature-based detection. This leads to high false alarm and inability to detect zero-day attack. As a result, security teams experience alert fatigue and may overlook real threats. Therefore, integrating machine learning is essential. There are two directions of research. The researcher used public benchmark data data set are standardized but often outdated or artificially generated. Direction to integration snort with machine learning. In our work, we go further by validating snort using Wireshark to ensure data validity. Objective: analyze the limitation of traditional IDS, study the impact of false positive and negative, validate performance using empirical metric. Previous studies snort with machine learning in this table with the authors and year, algorithm, dataset, used attacks, and the result. Contribution: deep analysis of traditional IDS, integration of snort with machine learning, cross-validation, alert with PCAP, creation of trusted real-world dataset, development of vertical development model. This slide presents the architecture of our proposed system. Network traffic is mirrored using as a span port to a monitoring PC running both Snort and Wireshark. Snort generates signature-based alert, while Wireshark capture raw packet data. Cross-validation matches IP ports and timestamp. Data labeled as true positive, true negative, false positive, or false negative. Machine learning model trained on validating dataset. Cross-validation. This is not k-fold validation in the machine learning. In this study, cross-validation means comparing snort, alerts, Wireshark packet capture, matching criteria, IP, ports, timestamp. Outcome: a trusted label dataset from machine learning. Dataset overview. In this numbers and attributes to classify the alert of the intrusion detection system. And this outcome, snort log, the Wireshark trusted dataset. Why you use machine learning with IDS? Reducing false positive detection, unknown threats, adapting to evolving threats, enhance scalability, behavior analysis. And the pre-processing in machine learning with the outcome of IDS dataset, we have got it by cross-validation in this pre-processing step. Outcome: clean structured dataset suitable for machine learning algorithm. We have used XGBoost algorithm in the methodology. We have why XGBoost boosting based ensemble model handle multi-class classification, reduce overfitting using regularization, works well with unbalanced data. We applied the smooth for class balancing, randomized search, certified three-fold cross-validation. Evaluation metrics, accuracy, precision, recall of one score. Comparison with related work that the authors using SVM or other algorithm and methods, dataset snort, the same dataset snort alert, and the references uses binary classification, but we have multi-class to the alert. Conclusion: this study presents a hybrid IDS combining snort with machine learning by validating alert using Wireshark. We ensured data reliability. Using XGBoost, we achieved accuracy, precision, recall of one score. The system reduced false alarm and alert fatigue. It is scalable and suitable for real-time development. And thank you for listening.
I request the session chair to ask questions.
Thank you so much for your presentation, for a nice presentation. So I try to see your approach that you are using XG post algorithm. So the result is not better than the one that you compare. So it's very much, I see the table that you have for comparison, the same result. The accuracy is the same, everything's the same. So why is the contribution here, or why your contribution better than the others?
First, Dr. Mohammed, English speak. I am so English not good, but the researcher in this table, the researcher is in the classification. The difference
Yes.
between the difference between the research and me in the column classification type binary, and I am multi-classification.
Yes.
The researcher works in the IDS is attack or not attack, but the problem is the false alarm. I am classify the alert into true positive, true negative, or false positive and false negative. I am classify the
Yeah.
alert, but them not classify alert, just malicious or not malicious.
I see.
An IDS depend on the alert. I am classify the alert of the outcome cross validation into multi-class. I am multi-class the alert and try to machine learning, but them not work cross validation.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Suruchi ma'am, do you have any questions?
No questions from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the next presenter. We invite Kalyani Akhre to present her paper titled Future Bridge, an AI-powered career and college recommendation system, a review.
Hello. Good evening, respected chairperson, delivered and fellow researchers. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm Kalyani Akhre, and today I'm presenting a work titled Future Bridge and AI Power Career and College Recommendation System, a review, co-author Sutya Naratna from DMI HEI. This research focuses on how artificial intelligence can transform the traditional career counseling into a scalable, explainable, and accessible digital ecosystem. Here is the outline we are going through. First is the introduction. In today's rapidly evolving job market, emerging domains such as artificial intelligence, data science, and cloud computing have a significant increased career opportunities. However, this expansion has also increased the career complexity. Students often struggle to align their skills, interests, and academic background with suitable career path. Therefore, there is a need for an AI-driven, explainable, and accessible career guidance system. Literature survey. Existing studies that existing study shows that hybrid recommender system outperform single method system term of accuracy and flexibility. AI-based resume and skill analysis, career alignment, NLP and semantic model enhance the personalization in educational recommendation system. Psychometric and soft skill integration increase the relevance and student satisfaction. However, the explainability, ethics, and scalable remain unexplored in many systems. Thus, the major research gap is the lack of uniform, explainable, and scalable career college guidance framework, which Future Bridge aim to address. Problem statement. There are four primary challenges. First, limited access to professional career guidance, especially in the rural and semi-urban areas. Secondly, skills career misalignment. Student may have strong programming skill but lack of awareness of suitable career roles. Third, overwhelming institutional choice create a confusion in decision making. Fourth is the traditional counseling method are manual, costly, and lack of real-time job marketing insights. So there are the challenges highlighted the need of the intelligent AI-based system. Yeah, here is the simple difference between the traditional and AI-based counseling. Traditional counseling depending on the heavily on human expertise and subjective judgments. In contrast, future-based or AI counseling uses AI, ML, and NLP to provide a data-driven recommendation. It is accessible for 24/7, scalable and cost-effective and capable of real-time analysis. Where mostly important, it provide explainable recommendation rather than generic advice. Next is the research objective. Our research objective are to develop an AI power system that predict the suitable career path with the student preference, to design a college recommendation engine alignment with the predicted careers, and to integrate an NLP-based chatbot for the real-time integration to ensure the explainability and transparency. And finally, to democratize the access to career counselings. Next is the progressive methodologies. The system begins with the dual data pipelines. The first is the student data, such as the academic scores and skills, are collected through the streamlined interface. Institutional data, such as fees, courses, and placements, are stored in the MySQL. Data processing include min-max scaling and category encoding. For career prediction, we use the random forest classifier and assembling the learning methods. Then multiple decision tree are trained and the final prediction is determined through majority of votings. And this reduces the overfitting and improves the prediction accuracy. Next, once the career path is predicted, the system applies the content-based filtering using the cosine similarity. The similarity between the student profile vector and the college attribute vector is calculated to rank the institution. This ensures the personalized and financial aligned recommendation. Additionally, the chatbot uses NLP techniques such as intent detection and namely entity recognition. It provides a context-aware real-time and response, enhancing the student engagement. Next is this system architecture. The system follows the layered architecture. Input layer for the student data. Then next is the processing layer for future engineering. And then is the model layer where we use the machine learning model for career prediction. Next is the interface layer using the Flask and Streamlight. Then output layer displaying the rank career and college suggestion. Next is the ethics and privacy. Given the sensitive educational data, ethical consideration are critical. We implemented the AES 256 encryption for secure storage. Personally identifiable information is separated from training dataset. Then balanced dataset help to reduce the bias. and explainable AI ensures that recommendations are presented as guidance, not the mandatory decisions. Next are the application feature which can integrated into universities, college sales, uh, rural area NGOs and edutech platform. It helps students to give the personalized recommendation according to their skills. It can be used in the college's placement, where it providing the structure, data back, and counseling at scale. Um, it supports the government and NGOs which access to career guidance, and it's a scalable online learning platform and educational ecosystem. Next is the expected outcomes. Expected outcomes include the improved career alignment, increase the student confidence, reduce the skill career mismatch, and scalable includes deployment. Next is the conclusion. To conclude, FutureBridge presents a hybrid AI-driven framework combining the machine learning and NLP and content-based filtering. It addresses the critical challenges in career guidance and promote the explainable, scalable, and inclusive decision-making. FutureBridge demonstrate how AI can democratize career and college counseling across the regions and socio-economical background. Lastly, I would like to say FutureBridge is not just a recommendation system, it is a step toward the intelligent and equitable career decision making for every student. Here are the references which I use in my research. And thank you.
Yes. Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. What performance metrics are most commonly used in the prior studies during your literature survey? Were there any performance metrics specifically mentioned?
Ma'am,
Or
can you please
is
repeat the
there any
question?
standardized? The question is, what are the performance metrics that were used in the literature survey part? The papers that you have gone through, what were the performance metrics they have studied? Because you have not mentioned in this presentation, right?
Ma'am, evaluation metrics such like classification, recommendation, region passings, and for career prediction views. Mm,
Okay, is there any standardized benchmark data set available?
no, ma'am, we have to use the college or it works on the random forest. So as data come, it will train on the data.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jess. I have one question here for your predictive model that you are using. You are using random forest, and you are using ensembling. I think for multi-decision tree. So, which one is better than for your result here? Which one is better than the other ones?
Random forest is better because it trained the data as data is from it trained and give the better result. So I think random forest is best.
So I was hoping to see the table or some result to tell us which one is better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We will now move on to the next presentation. We invite Muhammad Imad to present his paper titled Hallucination Detection in Natural Language Generation via Knowledge Transfer Distillation. Seems that he is not in the meeting, so we will be moving on to the next presenter. We invite De La Cruz Iskanadrova to present her paper titled Socio-Economic Significance of Creating a Labor Relations Chatbot.
Hello. Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, dear participants. Today I would like to present the socio-economic significance of developing a labor relations chatbot based on artificial intelligence in the context of the digital economy, with particular focus on the Republic of Uzbekistan. Okay, in recent years, the rapid advancement of information technologies and the deep penetration of artificial intelligence into almost all spheres of life have fundamentally transformed public service delivery systems. Governments around the world are actively digitalizing their services to improve its accessibility, efficiency, and transparency. Uh, Artificial intelligence-based public services are primarily used to provide citizens with sector-specific information, process applications, receive requests, and in some cases of preliminary legal consultations. A considerable share of such interactions is related to labor relations, including employment issues, employer-employee relations, and unemployment, labor legislation, and vocational training. The importance of this area is obvious. Timely and accurate response to labor-related inquiries directly influence citizens' income generation, living standards, and our socio-economic well-being. In the context of digital transformation, the need to quickly process large volumes of citizen requests, especially from diverse regions and social groups, creates a strong infrastructural basis for the development of specialized chatbots in labor relations. Also, international experience clearly demonstrates the growing role of chatbots in employment and public service. According to international analytical reports, chatbot use in employment service has expanded significantly, particularly for informing job seekers and employers, scheduling appointments, and providing consultations. Automation of routine government tasks, the potential to save hundreds of millions of work hours annually and generate substantial cost savings. Our research also indicates that chatbots are capable of automatically processing up to 80% of citizen inquiries. Automated systems can resolve the majority of standard government service requests and significantly reduce waiting times. The research is based on several theoretical and analytical methods. These include, firstly, analysis of scientific and analytical materials, scientists of existing international practices, abstraction and generalization, inductive and deductive reasoning, and SWOT analysis. Also, in addition, comparative analysis of foreign experience was used to develop a conceptual approach adapted to Uzbekistan's conditions. And the global labor market is already experiencing the strong impact of artificial intelligence and automation. Forecasts indicate that in the coming years of jobs may disappear due to automation, while even more new types of jobs will emerge. For Uzbekistan, demographic dynamics play a crucial role. The population has grown significantly over the past decade and is expected to exceed 40 million by 2030. The working age population consistently accounts for about 55 from 55 to 56% of the total population. This creates a dual effect. On the one hand, Uzbekistan has strong labor potential and demographic advantages. On the other hand, the scale of labor-related inquiries to government institutions will be inevitably continue to grow. International practice shows the labor-related questions, such as wages, contracts, dismissal procedures, and labor rights, are largely repetitive and standardized. A properly designed chatbot operating on a 24/7 basis and instantly process standard queries while directing complex cases to human specialists. Also, why labor relations need a digital interface, the rise of online appeals. 23% of US citizens regularly interact with government agencies online via websites or mobile applications, and 55% prefer digital services for their government-related needs. Also, we should speak about international experience. It clearly demonstrates the growing role of chatbots in employment and public service. According to international analytical reports, chatbot use in employment service has expanded significantly, particularly for informing of seekers and employers, scheduling appointments, and providing consultations. A similar trend is observed in Uzbekistan, according to Information and Mass Communications Agency. In 2023, government institutions received 9.3 million appeals, of which near 42% were submitted electronically. Also, this represents a twofold increase compared to 2019, when this share was only 18%. The technical foundation for digital service in the country is robust. Mobile internet coverage exceeds 98%, and number of smartphone users surpasses 27 million. Also, in our research, SWOT analysis, let me now summarize the main results of the SWOT analysis. For example, strength of chatbot. This includes provide citizens with 24/7 access to labor information, reduce bureaucratic procedures and physical quiz, improve transparency of public service, and increase institutional efficiency. Also, at the same time, several internal limitations should be considered. Firstly, digital literacy level uneven. While younger users adapt quickly, but older population groups may face difficulties using chatbot services. Also, secondly, labor legislation in Uzbekistan is frequently updated. This requires continuous and timely database maintenance. Otherwise, user may receive outdated information. Despite these challenges, the opportunities are substantial. Also, I should speak about opportunities. Uzbekistan is actively implementing nationwide digitalization reform, which creates favorable legal and technological conditions for chatbot integration. Also, international experience also provides valuable models demonstrating the effectiveness of government chatbots. In addition, Uzbekistan has opportunities to attract grants and technical assistance from international development organizations. Finally, threats of our labor relation chatbot. These include the possibility of outdated legal information, persistent distrust towards digital services among some population groups, and potential competition from private digital platforms. To be concluded, in our research, SWOT analysis shows that the introduction of a labor relations chatbot in Uzbekistan can have a significant economic impact. Also, we should about when introducing a chatbot, it's advisable to first launch its pilot project in two from 3 large regions. For example, Tashkent City, Fergana, and Samarkand region. When selecting regions, it's necessary to into account the number of labor resource and the level of digital literacy of population, as well as the technical readiness of regions. Secondly, we should say that about it's necessary to automatically update the chatbot database and content as labor legislation and regulatory documents change, direct use of official data from the Ministry of Justice and just of the Republic of Uzbekistan and the Ministry of Poverty Reduction and employment through API integration. So that's all. Thank you for your listening. Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. I don't have any question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Suruchi ma'am, do you have any questions?
Just a single question. Ma'am has presented about the SWOT analysis, correct? Now the SWOT analysis, whether it is supported by the empirical stakeholder input or it's just a theoretical.
Did you speak to me?
You presented the SWOT analysis, correct? Whether the SWOT analysis that you presented were based upon the stakeholders' input or it's just a purely a theoretical one?
Sorry, can you repeat? Sorry.
You're not audible.
Can you repeat your question? I cannot hear.
The question is you did the SWOT analysis, right? The
Yes.
SWOT analysis, whether it was supported by some empirical stakeholders input, that is some surveys or some interviews, or whether it is it is purely a theoretical model.
SWOT analysis shows that the introduction of labor relations chatbot in Uzbekistan can give a significant social and economic impact. The exciting strengths, high labor potential, mobile internet coverage, and state digitization policy are a solid basis for the implementation of this project. At the same time, it's necessary to increase the level of digital literacy, constantly update the database, and strengthen cybersecurity measures.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this 11th version and all the previous 10 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 12th version in 2027. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. The publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICICT 2026. As a token of appreciation, we have I also thank our session chair for chairing the session. A token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of Team ICICT 2026 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. These are the token of appreciation to Professor Muhammad A. Tawheen and Professor Suruchi Deshmukh. Thank you. I would like to request to switch on the camera for a quick snapshot of the virtual conference. Thank you. I hope you have a great day ahead. Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great
Thank you.
day.
Bye.
Thank you.